What's up, guys? Welcome to your Bitcoin update. It is the weekend. It could get crazy. We're going to take a look at the charts. Be careful, proceed with caution. And we're also going to be taking a look at the Dow Jones Industrial, the dollar index, gold, and at the end of the video, XRP. Another thing towards the end of the video, we're going to look at the longer term chart and look at it compared to the market cheat sheet. So you definitely want to stick around for that. And don't forget, we have a free Discord group. There's a link down below in the description. Definitely check it out. Let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence. Disclaimer scrolling on the bottom. Make sure you read it. And don't forget, we do a Ledger Nano S hard wallet giveaway every Sunday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you subscribe to the channel, tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post videos, smash the likes, and leave a comment below. That will get you entered to win. We'll be picking the winner tomorrow. Looking at the Fear and Greed Index, we're at 84, dropped 4 points from yesterday, still in the extreme greed zone. And taking a look at the Dow, we had this trend line here. A break of that would be bullish. We broke through, but it seems to be, if we zoom in, obviously we have bearish divergence. It's actually hidden, or no, it's bearish divergence. Sorry about that. But we did drop below it and got rejected on the trend line. This could be the beginning of a huge downfall for the Dow. Be careful. Looking at the dollar index, we've been talking about this forever. It is making a perfect fractal, just like we made over here. And if we look at the RSI, as you can see, when we broke out here, it went up for extremely long time, 2 years. We could be seeing the same thing here. It obviously would be a smaller fractal, so it's looking more like maybe a year of upside if we can break this, which it does seem to look like we are. Now, this is the 3-day chart, but if you look at these wedges, they have the Elliott wave count as a ending diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, they're almost identical. Even the EMAs line up. Everything is playing out the same. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's still bearish. I still have the target of the 1736 area. If it drops below that, it could get very ugly for gold, down to this 1650, somewhere in that area. But it does look like we're most likely going to come back down to this ABC correction range of 1736. Looking at the 4-hour on Bitcoin, this is what I'm looking at right now. Obviously, it's the weekend. We could definitely pump from here. There is a possibility if we zoom in and look at the EMAs, we are getting support on them now around the 37,100 range. If that breaks, then we could be looking for the downside. So look for a break of around, what is the 55 EMA? Right around 36.4. If we break below that 36.4 area, we're most likely going to come down to these, and I will show you why. If we look at this as an ABC correction, this being A, this being B, and if it's an ABC, we should at least come down to the 28.3 area, but we need to watch this trend line here, and that could be, depending on how quick we get down, anywhere from 31,250 to 32,500, right in that range. Like I said, depending on what we get, if this line breaks, then this will probably most likely be a ABC correction down to 28.3. That's the bullish case. Then we should go up from there. But if we look at it as in a bearish case, we would take the, and I hope you guys are learning from this, but anyways, this would be 1, this would be 2, 3 would be down to the 1.618 area, and then we'd probably get a bounce back up to maybe the 28 range, and then possibly another leg down. Now that's the bearish case. That would get us down to probably anywhere between 15,000 and 20,000. I have some retracement levels we'll look at, so definitely stick around and watch, because I'm going to show you longer term too. Like I said, I'm going to show you why I believe this could be the end of the bull cycle, because it could have ended a year early. And the reason I say that is that would be the perfect way to get people in so they can continue dumping on each little pump from now. So we'll talk about that. But anyways, another way to look at this is if we rode this down to this trend line here, that would also line up with down to this $15,600 range. Let's look at, if we were to pump up, we could come retest the top of this again, and we've been talking about that. That would have to be pretty quick this weekend to get us up to the $49,000 to $50,000 range. Let's take a look at one more way to look at this in the 4 hour. Now, if this is a ABC, like I said, let's take a look at the smaller move that we're in now. If we're topped out here, if this was a ABC, the smaller one here is a ABC correction back down. We could be looking possibly around, that would get us to around the 32,122. Again, if we break this bottom trend line, it is lining up with the 200 EMA. Taking another look at this, this does look like, let's zoom into the RSI real quick. A possible head and shoulders forming here. Now, if we break up past this trend line on the 4 hour RSI and close above it, that'll invalidate it. But as of right now, it does seem to be forming an inverse head and shoulders that would bring us down for another low. That is why I think it's a good possibility we go down more this weekend. Let me zoom in. Whoops. Let me show you what I'm looking at there. As you can see, I had this triangle drawn in here. We popped back above it, looked like a bull trap right here, came back down below, and now we're testing the bottom again, which that's why I believe this could be a head and shoulders, and we come back down to retest this trend line at least this weekend. So yeah, just keep a close eye on it. Like I said, we are above the EMAs. If these hold at support, we could go a little bit higher, and we'll take a look at those targets also. If you guys are interested in trading, definitely check out Prime XBT. I'll leave a tutorial on how to use their leverage up top and how to figure the leverage. They have a lot of cool setups. You can put multiple charts in with different assets or different time frames, which really helps with trading. It's great for keeping track of whatever you're doing. And you can also trade crypto, forex, gold, silver, oil, S&P, Dow Jones, natural gas, pretty much anything on this one exchange instead of having multiple exchanges or whatnot. You can use my promo code SAVY50. That'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit as a bonus to use towards your margin. And then SAVY25 will get you 25% off your fees. You can use both of the promos at the same time. All right, now let's take a look at some bearish things that I've been watching. I'm going to go back to the daily chart on this. And if we look at what's going on here with the dollar, like I showed you, it does look like the dollar is ready to take off. If the dollar crashes, that changes everything and the bull market could continue. But if we look at this trend line here on the daily, every time the dollar has bottomed, Bitcoin has topped or near the top. We have bottomed on this trend line again here. We could come back down for another test that would allow it one more pump up. So be aware of that. But it does look like it is pretty much, if not topped out, very close, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are calling for a $50,000, $100,000 Bitcoin. It is a possibility, but I'm going to show you something here in a couple minutes that shows me that it could be over. If we look at this in the white as a big Elliott wave, as the macro 1, 2, we are looking to form 3 now, and that would be if Bitcoin is really going to top at the end of this year, like everybody thinks, like it has happened in the past after having, that would make the top in December this year. But if you were a big player, wouldn't you use that to your advantage to drop it quicker and have everybody keep buying so you can keep selling higher? Just my philosophy. But if we look at the micro count within that, wave 3, the 3.618 would be up at the 42,800, let's say 43,000 area. We could get another boost up there before coming down. As you can see, we did that back here. Back here in 2017. And if you notice, this almost feels like we went back in time to 2017. The same analysts are saying the same thing in the same area, super bullish. We're going to crazy time, just like back here. One analysis in particular, I can remember his video right in here around the same area we're in now. He was super bullish. We were going up to at least 25, 35,000. And we're in the same area as we are now, and he's calling for at 80 to 150,000. So just be careful, guys. Like I said, this feels like an exact repeat. Now, I've been talking about the low being, if this is bullish, the bullish case for me would be coming back down to one of these retracement levels in the June time frame, right around in June. And the 0.382 would be 27.3. Then we have 5, and this would be wave 4, and then continue up for the final push towards the end of the year. That is the bullish case. The 0.618 is around 18.4. As long as Bitcoin does not go below this 14,000 range, we could get a big pump for the end of the year. But if we go below this, all bets are off. We could go much lower. Now let's take a look at Bitmex funding rate. As you can see, every time we're high like this, we usually get a big drop. Funding rate's still extremely high right here. Yeah, just be careful. Let's look at one more thing. Where are we at on the daily? Daily EMAs, we are above the 37,000, which is the 8 EMA right now. See if that holds up and we can get another push up. We could also be forming a triangle at the top, which Bitcoin likes to make at the top because people end up believing that it's a bull flag. And a lot of times the top has looked like this. Whoops, let me draw it in here. We've gotten, you know, bounces like this. Everybody thought it was going to be a bull flag, might get a little fake out, and then boom. Otherwise, if this is the bull flag, then obviously it continues much higher. But be cautious, guys. That's why I put warning on there. Let's take a look at the market cycle Wall Street cheat sheet. Keep an eye on this disbelief stage, and then obviously it pumped up from there in euphoria. I'm a genius. We're all going to be rich. It's going to 100,000. Really seems like we're in this area, guys. We already blown off, and we're in complacency now. We just need to cool off for the next rally. I don't know. This cheat sheet makes a whole lot of sense. And let's take a look at it now over here. We had it over here. We had the euphoria or the takeoff stage right here, disbelief, and then we had our blow off top. Same thing over here. As you can see, we had 1, 2, and then boom. 1, 2, and then boom. We made another mini one here in the middle, but that's not my concern. It does look the same. But as you can see, guys, it looks like we have topped. If not topped, then very close, and we could be seeing something like this over the next couple years. We always have a multi-year bear market after our pumps, and this was a pretty big pump, guys. So just be cautious, be careful. I know everybody wants to be extremely bullish. I would like to see Bitcoin go to 100,000 too, but I don't see it happening yet. Like I said, just looking at this, we always come back down to test, at least here. And this is just kind of speculation of how it would go, because that's how it went the last 2 times. But if it happens again, people like to say it repeats itself, and look over here, it did this and did that. Well, nobody's looking at this. This makes a lot of sense, guys. Be extremely, extremely careful in these ranges. Again, we could get a pump up to that 43, maybe even 45,000 here, just like we did back in 2017 for one final pump. The other difference here is, if we're going to take a look at XRP in a second too, but the other difference here is, by this time over here, all the altcoins had broken their all-time high. Ethereum is not broken. Litecoin is not broken. This isn't the same. Like people like to say, it's different this time. Everybody was saying it up here. It's different this time. It's different. It's different this time. It's different. Everything looks the same, guys. Just be cautious. Be careful. Let's look at XRP. Like I said, this could have foretold what is happening. And you have the FUD news, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I made this chart before Christmas, and it played out almost absolutely perfect. Looks like wave 4 is finished, and we come down. And not to say we could come up to this 42 42-cent range, as long as we don't go below, or as long as we don't go above the 46. I see it's coming down to most likely this 4-cent range, guys. So be extremely, extremely cautious. I've been talking about this for quite some time. It does look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave structure. Be extremely careful. And if you guys want to help support the channel, check out inkyourimage.com. This is my wife's webpage. She does all this stuff herself. It's quality stuff, not junk, not iron-on, none of that. She makes blankets, face masks, pretty funny face mask. You can put your own face on it, whatever you want. Send her a picture. She puts it on there. Pictures, family pictures, whatever, all on aluminum, slate, glass, ornaments, all kinds of different stuff. Check it out. There's also a crypto section with t-shirts, hats, coffee mugs, all that good stuff though. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel by clicking the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. Smash that like button. Leave your comments down below to get you entered to win the free Ledger Nano S. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Share the video if you would, and I'm out.